And we are live. Supposedly, theoretically. I suppose we'll find
There are
out.
many gremlins today.
There are many gremlins. Discord is doing dumb things where if I don't have a popped out window as my primary window on the monitor, it just stops updating now. So that's something that's happened over the past 2 weeks. Heck you, Discord, and changing stuff to make it work worse. Watch next, they're going to make that a Prime feature. It's like, hey, pay us, and you can have the feature back that you had before.
Discord used to be cool.
Yeah, it's still better than Skype.
So true.
Skype is practically malware.
It's
It is. Anyways, welcome to Roll for Severity. We are on to session 47. We have almost a year worth of sessions. A year worth of weekly sessions. The Roll for Severity is OG campaign, one of our homebrew D&D adventures. We play every second Sunday at 5 p.m. PST, right here at twitch.tv/roll for Severity. On the off weeks, at 1 p.m. PST, we have... Or, not 1 p.m. PST, noon PST. We have the MW campaign run by Miss Wolfinger. If you're looking to watch, rewatch, catch up on past episodes, subscribers have access to the VODs immediately after the air over on our channels. VODs, of course, for those who aren't subscribers, all episodes I upload to YouTube usually a week after they initially air, if I remember and don't fuck up. I'm getting better at that. Remembering, not fucking up. Begin
It's a
funds on
pandemic. You have COVID brain. We all have COVID brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brain has been firing on about half a cylinder for the past year. Anyways, you can find us on YouTube by searching Roll for Severity, or there is a link somewhere down below the stream. I'm Ominous Giggle, the DM for this campaign, joined by my fantastic players, not Nathan, Mel, and Jamie. Before we get underway, there's a few quick things to go over. One, each month we donate a portion of all income generated by Roll for Severity to charity. That includes from direct donations, bits, subscriptions, and sales from our store. Rainbow Railroad is the charity for the month. It's an organization based on providing solutions to LGBTQI community and people who need assistance because they're facing serious threat to their lives and safety. You can check out their website at rainbowrailroad.org or on Twitter at Rainbow Railroad. Speaking of the store, the Roll for Severity store is up on tpublic.com/user/roll-for-severity, or once again, there's a link somewhere down below the stream. Without further ado, I believe that's all the announcements. Without further ado, what happened last time to my players?
Well, we went down into a mine, which is always concerning, because the first time we went to a mine, bad things happened.
What are you talking about? Everything was fine. Kay even got to play with explosives down there. It was a fun-filled time.
We haven't considered explosives. But yeah, we met up with Zugink, who took us to their house, and was it Dresna? What was the name of her?
Draenel?
Her companion? Draenel, thank you.
Yeah.
Draenel. I don't know why Dresna's in my head. Who was Zugink's companion, one of many who went missing in this weird mage kerfuffle. And now we're trying to get down to the bottom of helping the rest of the people that disappeared get out of the crazy magic ice that is in this mine, which is unfortunately being overrun by like frost goblins.
Yep, the Frostblins.
Who see the miners as food.
Uh-huh.
And have a queen that we haven't established what the queen is yet.
Or who?
Or who, yeah.
Wow.
So we did some reconnaissance. And Kay surprised us all by turning into gas.
I surprised Zugink by turning into gas. I surprised no one else at this point.
Well,
They were surprised that it happened in the moment it did. No one... I don't think anyone was like, that's not something Kay would normally do. No, it was absolutely something Kay would normally do. It was just say, oh shit, he's doing this now.
it was one of those situations of, okay, I think we're good. I think we've done all we can. Gas. And we were like...
Well, no,
Okay.
it wasn't a situation. I think we've done all we can. We clearly haven't done all we could do, because there were still other avenues to take, which is why I turned into a cloud.
Teriyaki, I don't believe that Elsa is the Frost Goblin's queen.
They all start breaking into song. Let it go. Let it go. Yeah.
First blondie with pigtails I see, I'm killing.
I specifically now need a campaign adventure, Aaron, for you to trap us in a musical. I
can do that
so badly.
Now, is this a one-shot, or do you want me to shove the current party into a musical?
I'm indifferent. You can surprise me.
Class all changes to bard.
You take psychic damage if you don't do all your lines in song.
You know, I feel like this is an attack against me. And I can't help that I sing.
No,
I'd sing just as much.
Still, but yeah. So after we got back, though, we got back to the mine shaft. A bunch of them followed us, so now they know where the entrance to the mine is. So, yep.
Yeah, not sure if that's our fault or if they always knew where the entrance was, because we were pretty sure we were undetectable, which makes me think they have some crazy magician magic means of following us, because we should have been completely undetectable. So,
We think.
It's either that or they rolled some real high perception roll.
But you can't perceptionalize my stuff.
I mean, yes. They would have had to have done something because we were real stealthy.
Yeah, sad.
They smelled us.
well, I mean, when's the last time you threw Kay in the lake?
He did just turn. He was gas, and then he came back as.
Yeah,
I don't know what that does to a person.
That bodes a question. When I turn into a cloud, what
do not
turns
clean.
into a cloud? Well,
You do not suddenly clean yourself by turning into a cloud. That's not how that works.
Why? Like, all of the cells that are my body disappear. So all of the layer of filth on top should just go away, right? Yeah.
That's not how that
perfect.
works.
Well, we have prestidigitate.
Everything that is being carried with you,
And the
including all the grudge and grime on your body, gets converted to fog.
I know. But yes, this is why Theo has prestidigitate. Pretty sure, because I'm too stinky, so it's just casually like, no child, bad child, hells no. I just expect a lot of prestidigitate.
But yeah, that's where we're at right now.
And we'd ended off. The party was back up and talking with Dre. Oh no, the party was in the tavern talking with Zugink and trying to figure out what their next step was going to be.
Yeah.
And we'd wanted to get Theo's opinion on it as well. So to note a few things that happened towards the very end of the session, the party determined that there is likely no white dragon as the Frostblind's queen.
Sorry,
That makes me happy.
Sorry, Sylvania. The party was talking about wanting to figure out what to do about the Frostblins, as they never Zugink had mentioned they never wanted this close to the mine entrance before. Annah wanted to try kidnapping some Frostblins as hostages / friends, to try and learn about the queen. And Annah was also curious about visiting where Draenor found her way back into the mountains.
Like both ideas, I think in order of operation, finding out about the queen, because they found the entrance to the mine. That means that if they learn to scale that entrance, we could be, instead of sitting here talking in a nice warm tavern, we could be on the other end of the bar defending the nice warm tavern. So Anna, I think that's a good idea. I think we should coerce some information from our new friends who we plan to make shortly. I'm not sure how, but...
Well, I think if we continue day-to-day operations, sort of like we did this past morning, Because we haven't gone to bed, right?
No, we haven't gone to bed yet. This is
Okay, good.
this is
My
the
time
evening
slots.
of the first day.
Like we did today. We kind of shore up a little more. We don't split up as much as we did. But maybe a handful of the miners go off in a place that's kind of more defensible. We set up some traps and invisibilify ourselves, and it's going to be much easier to get a couple caught unawares, I hope.
What do we have in our arsenal for traps?
I think
have a
someone's
net.
still looking around bear
You have a
traps.
net.
To that moment when we're like, you know who our trap person is? None of us.
Oh.
I
Our
was thinking for a
trap
moment.
person is fixing the furnaces.
That's right.
So yeah.
I mean, yeah, the only thing I have is control flames, which means we need to start fires for me to do anything with that. I can make things fly.
Zugink does comment that they have a couple of hunting traps, like heavy, like bear hunting traps, kicking around back at their building, back at their house.
I can entangle people with ground millipedes. Worth noting.
That's true. You can do that.
That casual comment when Kay is like, what are those spells that I know now? Spike growth. Spike growth could be fun in particularly sized hallways. We could just, we could just be on the other side of the hallway and they could try to get to us.
Could you cast spike growth on the ground and I cast one on the walls and they just get like disgustingly pincushioned?
We don't want to kill them though. We want to.
Annah woke up this morning and chose violence, so...
No, not...
That's usually how it goes, let's be honest.
Do you not wake up and choose violence?
I'm the DM. Violence is the state of being.
I'm aware. I'm reasonably certain what one of the options we settled on if we were using magic was just funnel them into a hallway and they just get hurt a lot, and then before they die, hopefully we notice and we can pluck some of them out of the death trap. We've set themselves in, but no guarantees.
I am going to try and lead some away with my sexy blue paint and the ability to invisibilify or, panther out of there real quick if I need to and lead them to you. We'll see.
I'm just going through my... I can warm things. Nope. I don't really have much I've got 2 tricks. I can clean K and I cast 3 tricks. I can clean K and I can cast prestidigitation. I can heal people. I quickly cast what's my
Healing
spell
light?
again? I quickly cast my my healing spell on Annah for like 3 points. Here, I'll just roll a d6 real quickly.
I think Anna's full
5.
health
You
right
get-
now anyways, so...
Yeah. Anna, you get 5 hit points.
Ooh. You just heal that. Oh, nothing changed.
and I can, and I cast a very tiny little Eldritch Blast, but I don't fire it. I just that's what I do.
You're forgetting. Go on. You're forgetting the most important plan, which is Stella.
Yes, that's true. I do have Stella Vision, but in terms of capturing and holding something, I don't really have much.
Yeah, you've got a lot of funnel them in a direction kind of things with the fireball and make things stop breathing abilities.
I'm a really good backliner.
There's always an option. I got hold person if we want to get super technical, but I just want to magic them away, from the crowd to us, and then we just hog tie them or whatever.
Yeah. Okay. that sounds good. So,
Sounds doable at least.
hey, do you have anything? No? Alright then. So, Anna, what's your plan? Find a small group, attack and separate?
That's hopefully the plan. So if we can have Stella kind of do her, like we're gonna try and listen to them, and hopefully since they're on to us, we can be on to them, and we can find a group that's at least no more than 5, hopefully, because that's easier to kind of coerce other people away. And if Stella can lock onto them, me as Bluna is gonna go over and try and lure 1 or 2 away towards you guys. I will show some leg if I need to.
Do you think
whatever.
they're cannibalistic? Do you think that's... I suppose you could just...
Yeah, how many ladies did I see down there in the mine?
You hadn't seen any.
right.
Kay, roll me a history check to see if you can remember if you had seen any females. And then roll me a nature check. Actually, first roll me the nature check to tell me if you could tell the difference between a Frostblend male and female.
22 for the nature check, and 14 for the memory of whether I noticed.
So you are able to tell the difference between the male and female Frostblends. The females are bigger.
I was gonna say that tracks.
The females also tend to, from what you could tell, some of the ones that were kind of like badgering and like pushing the other ones around were the females. The males, while smaller, seem to be the ones who are a bit more aggressive, but you did see some females in the cave.
So Kay will regurgitate the information he has on the female Frostblends.
Frostblends.
And then like look at Anna a little bit and be like,
be nice. They're not the same. They're not the same. No.
I never.
No.
That's
I don't want.
problem.
Is it nice? Or is what you're about to say nice?
It's not nice.
Then I don't want to hear it. Unless it falls into nice. No, don't. Nothing. None of that. Zip it. Save it for whoever we fight for tomorrow. No, put your hand down. No, no more questions.
Zuging looks over. It's like, what?
How is Anna gonna pull off being a Frostblend with her size?
First off, A1, they're cannibalistic. They'll probably chase after her anyway. 2, she'll be by herself.
This sounds great.
I just suddenly realizing the scariness of the plan. It's like, oh no!
Even if she's there by herself, it might be worth her time, I don't know, for me to make sure that, Stella is with her, or, I don't know, a very gassy cloud is nearby. Very particular gassy cloud that likes to mouth off.
I have complete faith in all of us.
See, she has faith in all of us. Are you gonna let her down, Kay?
Probably.
All
I'm
right,
being you wanted honesty from me, Theo.
I did, but I also wanted nice.
Anyway,
Anyway,
pick one.
it's
You
a
get
plan.
honesty or you get white lies. They're mutually exclusive.
Anyhow, let's give it a go. Let's try.
So the plan is to try and kidnap a Frostblend?
Yes.
Miners will continue working tomorrow, but not be as spread out since they're clearly likely to be attacked.
I also don't know if they should go down into the mines tomorrow, considering that they just found the entrance. But
We don't know that the Frostblins found us.
oh no,
do we?
they were there as we were riding up the elevator.
Oh right, okay.
I know where it
Fair.
is. But Zugink
Cool.
also had concerns about not working.
Yeah. Anyways,
So-
while this discussion is going on, Kay would like to have a mini side conversation with the magical sword in his bag.
Okay.
He just wants to check in with Rue because it's been a little bit. We've done a little bit of traveling, and see if Rue has any additional magical sword-y input of the wise greater being on our current circumstance. Mostly, Kay's going to be like, I think this is a stupid idea. What are your thoughts? But obviously not out loud, because Kay has figured out that I don't need to, talk out loud to talk to Rue. I can just think when I'm touching Rue, because magic. Also, because I can't forget about Rue. Rue is the greatest sword.
You cannot forget about Rue. Rue is important for you.
Exactly.
Okay, so like input in regards to what exactly are you asking?
So, Kay's being like, hey, so Frostblins. In a mine, magical ice, thoughts. Like, Kay's gonna, regurgitate more or less our circumstances so he has context. They'd be like, do you think we should try and, lure one away? Is that a good idea? What are your thoughts, magical, probably incredibly old and intelligent sword friend of mine?
Frostblins. Small. The numbers?
What was it, 20, 40 plus?
Yep.
Something like that?
Your numbers.
6? 5. 5.
It's worse.
Well, no, I'm also counting Zugink's friend, which may or may not help. Who may or may not help. But they are mage, class character. I'm counting 5. I don't care, Theo. This is my private conversation with my sword, not yours. You're not in my head.
They're stupid, but aggressive.
Good to know. Thanks.
If caught, probably death.
Wonderful. Also, just checking in, do you sense any of the other pieces of you nearby?
No. All far.
Cool! Thanks for this chat.
Your chat with your sword.
That none of you heard and have no idea I had.
A bit of a tea.
Yeah. Kay is still gonna be like, but are we sure this is a good idea?
Hey, how would you like to progress? What's your plan?
I mean, I'd just like to shoot explosives at the magical ice wall, but
Zune just kind of scowls at you with the comment of shooting explosives at the magical ice wall that their friends are trapped in.
Well, yeah, but they're down there. The ice wall is very big. We could just make the top of the magical ice wall fall, crush all of them, and then we just have to dig out the other people. It's no more work than we were already doing. At least, for reference, I'm picturing Game of Thrones, Wall of Ice shenanigans, where it's multi-tiers, and I'm picturing at the base of it, there's a bunch of that's where all the people are frozen in ice.
How
Not up
accurate
top.
is that?
Except you're inside a cave, so there is a roof over top of all of this.
Yeah.
Like
I
this
don't
isn't
care.
just wall out in the open. This is more of a enclosed area.
Again, crushing everything via collapse and digging it all back up again is Kay's plan. Because Kay, that's like, it's the most efficient, and also, it's not walking into death.
We don't know what a
check.
queen is.
How does Zugink feel about that plan?
Zugink's not a big fan of trying to drop the roof of the cave that close to the people who they're trying to rescue.
All right. Well,
Also, because we're sitting kind of right on top of it, it might
That too.
cause ice is not rock.
Yeah, he's like, I'm just having my 2 cents because when one of you get yourself killed or murdered or trapped in a cave with creepy little monster things that are super violent and aggressive, I can't be blamed.
It's not like we haven't been in this situation before, let's be honest.
subterfuge.
Except every time we've been in this situation before, we didn't have a choice. It was death or death. Right now, we have death and life outside the walls, not going in and fighting a war for other people. We haven't gone in to commit to yet.
Hey, it would help Zugink out.
I know, which is why I say collapse the cave. It's much more efficient and safe for all of us.
Except them.
It's not really helping. Okay.
Not hurting, and that's what matters.
Let's go with your plan, Anna. It's the one that won't scar Zugink for the rest of her life. And if we get stuck in a cave with a bunch of monsters, it's not we've done it before.
Yes, I do just want to say, this isn't a one and done thing. If we go into the cave and there's not a good opportunity, the only group we see is like 15 Frostblins, we can just pack her up and try another day.
Yeah.
I want to reiterate, I don't think we're going to try and force something that's really dumb more than this already is.
We'll do it.
I was about to say,
as
it's
safe
like,
as we can.
I was about to say, so we're not going to do anything really dumb. It's just like, really? That doesn't track for this party.
Done. Go off to a good start. We know that the DM's like, oh crap, they're idiots.
Oh no, like this is all fine. Like I'm just rolling with the punches on this. Like while you guys have been discussing this, I've gone and made a map for what you guys are attempting. So.
Oh boy.
Cool.
Is there anything else we can bring to help us?
Zugi
Like,
once
is
again
there
comments
anything-
they've got a couple of essentially bear traps.
You have bear. So Zugink has bear traps. Is there any like? Just trying to think.
I mean, what we could do is, if you're trying to lure them into an area, maybe make a pit, but that would probably take us a day or two at least to get a.
Actually, I think a
decent
pretty
pit.
good idea.
Let's dig a hole.
No, I think that's that I think is a very, very good idea. Dig a hole. I can create. Sadly, that it only fits my hand. But for a second there, I thought I could create an illusion, but it only fits the size of my hand.
That reminds me, I don't have the giant magical pebble boulder rock anymore, do I?
I believe someone else had that in their inventory.
Because Kay doesn't have it anymore. I don't believe Kay knows who took it though. I believe Kay is under
Hey
the
Theo, is
impression
that in
he
your
locked it.
inventory?
That should not be in my inventory.
I think I took it. I don't think Anna cared about it.
It might be lost forever. That's fine.
That sucks. Oh well.
Because I was going to be like, we could use the giant magical rock boulder, but I don't think we have it anymore.
Well, that being said, it's an item that we know someone in the party has. It's just a matter of who actually got it. But if it's not in anyone's inventory, we can add it to someone's inventory because we know it was kept with the party. It was never discarded intentionally, so...
So, if that's the case, then Kay's gonna be like, well, conveniently placed rock.
Conveniently placed rock.
Kay's gonna, like, pull out, like, the rock pebble, and it's just gonna be like, boom.
Gross 3 sizes. Conveniently placed rock. That is true. I do like the idea of a pit. That way they can chase, and then they fall into the pit, and then, you know, we snatch up one.
Because, like, the idea, if we build a pit that the boulder at max size, the boulder could be in, we know is there, that in theory we can jump over, and then they just fall in because they think it's reasonably okay to rock on because it's solid rock, and they just go,
Cover it. I suppose we can't cover it because it's an illusion. Cover it with snow since it's ice down there, but...
Well, it's inside the cave. It's not entirely ice. It's
Oh,
primarily
okay.
stone, but there is the ice wall that is part of the
ice
cave.
wall, okay.
Yeah.
I was picturing all ice. I was
No,
picturing...
we're not in Elsa's castle. We already went over this.
We're not?
We're not in Elsa's castle. There's not going to be any pretty young lady at the end, blonde hair, frozen dressing. Let it go, get the fuck out of my cave.
How long does Zuging think it would take to dig a serviceable pit?
Looking at the rock that you've got, it's like to dig something that the Frostblins aren't just going to be able to scramble themselves out of immediately. Probably about a day or two.
Alright, so then why don't we continue their operations? We're there to chaperone / bodyguard while still asking them not to spread out as much. Help dig this pit to progress things faster and then have the pit in the plan.
Is that what the groups want to do? Have the miners basically dig a pit for the to try and lure the Frostblins over and have some fall into, and then capture them from there, or and are you wanting to stay with the party, or want to explore, or start with the miners during this period, or explore elsewhere?
You can actually check out where Draenor woke up if the miners feel reasonably comfortable digging a pit and keeping themselves safe.
Correct me if I'm wrong, isn't where Draenor woke up the camp, essentially?
No.
Wait, no, it's significantly farther north. Right, never mind.
Yeah, where Draenor had woke up, where was that?
I thought it was only 3 days from here.
Yeah, it was about a 3-day walk from where you guys currently are.
See, but the problem is that the Frostblins already know of the entrance location. So we are saying, hey miners, fend for yourself for at least 6 days.
I literally feel like we should not leave until the Frostland is dealt with.
Perfect.
Okay, so you guys are going to stick around and then guard the miners during this period.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that's probably the safest thing, or else, you know, we're going to have to do a rescue mission and hope that nobody is being turned over a spit.
Munch. Alrighty. Sylvania, it's like the bear traps. Bought with great plans, never used. Actually, I think I managed to slice a squirrel in half once. Yes, you did manage to cut a squirrel in half once with your bear trap.
I do remember that.
Yeah, the little bit of overkill on that squirrel, like hunting rabbits with an elephant gun. Thank you, Elmer Fudd. Alrighty, so the plan then is to stick around, guard the miners for the next couple of days while they dig this hole, and then prep to try and capture Frostblin.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there anything else the parties want to do tonight?
Yes, actually. I have my pen of the scrawler that I picked up.
Yep.
That I know writes in the air. And I'm going to try playing with it. And what I'm basically going to do while Kay's asleep on my own bed, before I go into a trance, is I'm going to start writing out, like, dwarven runes, right? So, like, flower, right?
Yeah.
Or, like, firefly, and, like, just little, like, to see if anything, like, comes up with that.
Okay.
And if that doesn't work, then I switch to Elven. And if that doesn't work, I switch to Sylvan. Like, I'm just going through the languages I know, writing words with this pen.
Trying to have it, like, conjure something, essentially.
See if see if it conjures something, or if I can get it to do something. I speak 6 languages, including Common, which are Celestial, Draconic, Dwarvish, Elvish, and Sylvan.
Okay. So while you're sitting there, kind of drawing away in the air, you're finding that, like, initially as you're, like, drawing and writing the different runes and all that, it's like what you've written will stay persistent in the air for about that minute before it kind of just fades out. And are you just writing words, or are you writing any of, like, the spells that you have?
Like, I'm just writing words, but if I choose a spell, I would try light to just see if something lights up.
So as you scroll the runes that you have for the light spell, as you finish scrolling them, the letters themselves now produce that light.
Ooh. Okay. That's interesting. And if I prestidigitate with it?
If you're just writing prestidigitate in the air, you're not noticing any effect.
I'm half expecting you to write prestidigitate on me just while I'm sleeping.
That's you.
Part of me does want to go over to Kay while he's sleeping and draw a little mustache.
Actually, you know what? Actually, as you write prestidigitate in the air, roll me a d6.
Oh. 4.
4. As you finish writing it, and I'm just gonna. As you finish writing the rune for the prestidigitation in the air, where are they? You end up there's suddenly, like, where as you finish writing the rune, the air around it warms up slightly.
Oh. I'm gonna file that under interesting, and then before I go into a trance, I'm gonna, like I was saying before, I'm gonna go over to Kay. I'm gonna draw a little mustache, a little unibrow, and a little goatee, and then I'm gonna wait for it to fade, and then I'm gonna give him an angry face, and then I'm gonna draw a big upside down
Frowny face.
frowny face, and then I'll go, haha, and then I'll go to bed.
Okay.
Exactly that.
Yeah, so you draw and
frown.
You draw, and then after about a minute, the markings fade. And then you head off to bed. Was anyone else doing anything before going to bed?
Yes, I'm going to buy 2 bottles of ale from the bar
Okay.
in town. Oh, would that be a gold here since everything's remote, or how much for?
Just a second, pulling up. You said a couple of bottles?
2 bottles of ale.
Yes, that'd be about a gold for the 2 bottles.
Done. Thank you.
You really wanted this, like, the homebrew, aggressively, beer ale
Yes.
to get up here?
Yep.
It's no Kraken, but it does what it does.
Exactly. Stow those away. And go to bed, that's all.
Alrighty. So as the party goes to bed, night comes and goes, and early morning, Zugink comes and kind of knocks on your door.
We all have a long rest.
Yep, everyone gets a long rest.
Thank you. Thank you, Kay.
Yeah, Zugink comes and knocks on your door to let you know that it's time to get ready to head down to the mines.
I'd like to think that I got up early and started applying my blue makeup.
You're doing that tonight? Or today, before the pit is dug?
Oh, right. Sorry. I forgot that we're doing a pit. Yeah, no makeup. I'm all excited about our...
Anna wakes up, starts putting on the makeup. Zugink knocks, you open the door. It's like, but that's not today. It's like, oh, gee.
No makeup.
You know what? I felt like looking nice. Anyway, okay?
I was feeling a little blue.
I don't need a reason. If I want to be blue, I'll be blue. Damn it.
No,
I
worker
want to draw a
clothes.
flower on my face, I'll do it.
Anna's already got a flower on her head.
Like a tree. Yeah, that's right.
Alrighty. So the Zugin leads the group over to the elevator and starts, like, the other miners are there, and judging by their like, some of them look a little bit confused. Zugi kind of comments to them that like, explaining what the plan is. Some of the miners are a little bit hesitant on it just because that's a couple of days of work that they're going to start falling behind, but at the same time, if it can result in dealing with the frostblins so that they're no longer a threat, which would increase their productivity, they're willing to go along with your guys' plan. And so the elevator starts clinking as it goes down into the depths of the mines. Roll me perception checks as the elevator is going down.
Woo. 15.
23.
Nat 20 for a 26.
Ooh.
Ooh. Oh, and
I was also going to ask, because Stella's with us, do you want me to roll for Stella?
yeah, you could roll for Stella if you feel she would cooperate.
If she's
Yeah.
looking.
Yeah, she would, yeah.
It's like she doesn't actively want to be eaten. And
Probably not going to be, oh, that's not how you do that. How is it again? /R? There we go.
Yeah.
Oh, she crit failed anyway, so. She's just popped up on my shoulder. She's upset.
She didn't feel like cooperating after all.
Yeah. She doesn't like this.
No, she's too busy preening her feathers, and she has to
They're-
get she's like,
They're so itchy, so she's just like poking at them. She hates them.
She's currently contemplating why the hell she has so many feathers when in fact her body is very small with extremely long legs.
But extremely long, yeah.
Owls.
I can't
Weird,
see
man.
up close, but I can see far away really well.
Yet they always have
Where's
owls
your
holding the
neck?
book, like, right here.
Yeah. Owls, in fact, can't see right in front of them.
Alrighty. So Anna, with your nat 20, you're not hearing any signs of frostblins as you're nearing the base of the shaft. But you do hear a little bit of a hissing sound.
Mess. Hold up. Like, stop, Zugink. Say, the coast is clear of our natural enemy. But do you hear that noise? It's kind of... Try and draw her attention.
Out of curiosity, with my 23, do I hear this noise too?
Yes, you do.
Okay, it's gonna be like... yeah, that's a very suspicious sounding noise. I think we're in danger.
I'm gonna grab Kay's shoulder again, and I'm gonna send Stella. I just also realized...
There's not really a space for you to send Stella down. You're still in the elevator shaft going down.
Oh, okay. I also just found out that she's got advantage on perception check.
Okay, you can roll another perception check for her, see if she cooperates. She doesn't cooperate much more.
I mean, it's not a 0.
Yeah, it's not a 0.
Oh, like...
Not a 4.
Yeah, you're like, Stella, can you listen for anything? And she just kind of looks at you and...
Yeah.
But as the elevator, like, are you trying to get Zuging to stop the elevator, or?
Yeah. Assuming it's safe to stop mid descent, I'd like to get her to stop.
Yeah, Zuging pulls the lever and the elevator kind of slows to a stop.
Is the elevator hydraulically inclined?
No, it's chains.
Chains, okay. And yeah, I just want to be like, is that dynamite? Is it angry snakes? Like, what am I hearing here? And try and get people to pick up on what's going on.
Can I nature check and see if it's something natural?
Yeah, you can give me a nature check. Anna, I want you to roll an intelligence check.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
Well, this elevator is very clanky, and it's interfering with my nature knowledge.
That's a 4.
Everyone get the low rolls out now!
Do I have advantage for some reason?
No, because you rolled a nat 20 in your perception check, I will give you advantage on this.
Yes! It's a dirty 20!
So it sounds like hissing air. And so it doesn't sound like something is like rigging to explode, but there's something like spewing gas out of some sort.
I'm gonna say gas leak. Okay, do I smell anything? Do I taste the air? Rotten eggs?
You do not.
Okay, Zugink, we gotta go up. I think there's a leak of some sort.
Zuni just kind of looks at you oddly. It's like, what?
I hear like air coming through, which makes me think maybe there's like a gas mine that maybe the frost blends have punctured. I don't know, but I don't think it's safe.
Hey, can you turn into a gas, because you're a gas, and go down and come back up? And confirm what's down there?
Kate just poofs into a cloud and slowly floats down, just without warning. Just in spite of Zugink saying, "Warn me next time," because Theo said, "Can you just turn into a cloud and go check shit out?" So I'm just gonna turn into a cloud or gas and go woo.
See, and Brammy and Tuck were standing like right there, and we're kind of chatting, or like, well, Brammy was chatting, and then like you turn and goes. What in the hell?
Man that goes, just a guy that goes poof, face, and then that cloud just goes into the cracks.
I could be an invisible gas. You don't know. We just use cloud because it sounds more adorable to think I'm like Nimbus, just floating like around everywhere.
Yeah, you're Nimbus.
No, I'm not a Nimbus. Anyway.
But you
makes the most adorable little poo 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 sounds. You're a Nimbus.
But you descend, you slip past the cracks between the elevator and the wall and head on down. And it's a little bit slower going because, cloud. But as you reach the bottom, you note that the pipes that lead in from Old Bernie, the generator in the middle of town, have been punctured and ruptured and damaged. The area down within the mines, like now that you've actually passed through, is are all. It's basically hissing out steam that is traveling further into the mines.
Cool, but I'm not in danger being where I am in the mines right now. There is
Correct.
no, I don't see traps or anything like that.
Roll me a perception check for traps.
I rolled an 18. Is Kay confident enough in the lack of traps that he can see or perceive to turn into a physical form?
Yep.
Cool. Kay's going to uncloud himself down in the mines because I'm going to be the one in danger now.
I'm in danger.
Pull on my rock and go, the steam pipe is broken.
So you think I was wrong? It's not gas. It's your pipes leading to Old Bernie that are damaged. I'm so sorry.
Hey, how does the temperature feel down there?
Muggy. It is hot and muggy.
Kay walks near the steam. Kay walks away from the steam. Kay responds with, could be worse. It's kind of tropical. In that gross way.
Oh.
As you approach by the steam, it's like, oh, this is nice and warm. But as you move away, because of all the moisture in the air as well, that moisture is settled on your skin and immediately starts to chill.
Yeah. Well, we are wearing our warm clothes anyways. But
yeah.
I'm just going to refer to
your face is scale skin.
Yes. So I'm going to walk away a bit to the point of which I can start to feel. I'm like, the air is hurting my face on the rock. Why does the air hurt my face?
Hey, it's because you have water vapor hitting your face and freezing. I imagine that causes problems.
Why?
And then,
why are we going to a place where the air hurts my face?
Not talking on the stone, I'm going to turn to Zuging and go, how bad is it that those steam pipes are ruptured?
That depends on how much is broken, and how far they've broken along. Mostly they've left it alone. I'm not sure why they'd suddenly take an interest in damaging it now.
Hey, how bad is the pipes? Obviously you're getting, it hurts your face, but is it a big puncture? Is it a little puncture? Is it, oh my god, it's gonna take weeks to bloody fix this? What's the damage?
Kay, correct me if I'm wrong, DM, when Kay assumes, well, you just need a replacement part that's about, yay big. Kay's gonna say yay big, holding his hands up.
How much?
The hole's about this big.
Kay, how big is yay big? Are we talking, are we talking like the size of Zugink? Are we talking the size of Annah? Are we talking the size of me?
I think it's about Theo-sized.
About Theo-sized. Is it just, so there's just one Theo-sized hole in the pipes? Or is there many Theo-sized holes in the pipes?
No, we just need a pipe that's about Theo-sized to, replace the parts that are torn open or broken.
Okay, he's saying that we need a pipe the size of me to fix the pipe that is broken.
Oh.
Zugink, knowing what the damage is, do you think it's safe to go down and see for yourself?
It's safe to go down if it's just the pipe that's ruptured and not gas.
It's gonna be muggy as hell. Everyone brace.
Then we can go down if she wants to see
muggy, but
it.
then also with the amount of steam that's been undoubtedly billowing out through that most of the night, then we're probably also looking at a lot of areas being very iced over and slick. So even footing is going to be much more troublesome than normal.
Is this unsafe conditions to be mining in?
I mean, it's mining. Everything is an unsafe condition.
Well, Yes, but when you bring the canary down into the mine and the canary dies, usually that means no go, Jack.
Is Kay the canary? But he hasn't died yet.
At this moment, he is a canary, but nobody tell that to him.
Sorry, I left the message stone on.
The question is, what did I hear? Because that was definitely more than the.
Yeah, I was way more.
You would have probably heard, like, Theo had been talking. There'd probably been a gap, and then Zugin gasking. But isn't Kay or Kay is our canary, and he's alive, but with no context to why you are suddenly a canary.
It's just like, what's a canary?
Why am I a bird? Stella's a bird.
No, you're right. Stella is a bird. No reason. Never mind. Quick. Well, if we have to continue, we have to continue. Please don't tell him I told him he was a canary, or a bird, or what that even means. I mean it. And I turn to the miners. I mean it.
Roll me a perception check.
Damn it. 6. I see nothing.
You see nothing. Okay.
They're gonna fucking rat me out. Shit.
So as you get to the bottom of the, like, once it's kind of like, okay, well, we should keep going. Zing pulls the lever. Elevator continues the rest of the way down to the base, and sure enough, like, as you get closer, you can start feeling a bit more of that moisture in the air. And you're also noticing, like, the walls are very, like, there's more ice buildup on the walls as well, where you feel the steam has probably been rising up, the moisture just getting, like, pulled to the walls and just freezing onto that.
I hate this feeling. I just want to announce that.
And upon reaching the bottom, the air does get a fair bit warmer and wetter as you get there. And yeah, there's several large, like, chunks of the pipe that have been damaged and like broken open, and just steam spewing out from it. Zugink kind of goes over and takes a look, and Zugink is kind of scratching her head, trying to figure out like what exactly, like, why they would have suddenly taken such an interest in the pipes. Zugink then goes over and you see them chatting with one of the miners, and miner kind of nods and heads back onto the elevator and starts heading back up. They'll go get a replacement part. In the meantime, I suppose we should find a spot for your pit.
Real quick, I'm gonna send Stella out. Cause this feels like a lure. Does anyone feel like this is a lure?
Okay, it's definitely a trap.
This feels like a lure. So I'm gonna send Stella out.
Flying further into the cave?
Flying further into the cave.
Okay. When you said send Stella out, I was like out the elevator? Like,
No, I'm sending her into the cave.
Okay. And you're gonna watch her. Is she staying within that 100-foot range that you can see, or is she traveling further through?
No, for me to look through her, she needs to stay within that 100-foot range. So I'm gonna go up to Kay, switch to Stella Vision, and then send her as far as she can go before, I have to call her back, essentially.
Okay. So roll me perception check as Stella.
Which is the same. It's advantage, so I can roll twice.
Well, it's the same as yours, and it's 22. Or does she have different perception than you do?
Her perception, she gets a +3.
Okay.
I get a +4. So the first one was a 1. The second one's a 13. Those ones out now, guys.
Yup, that is the second time that Stella's been like, you're like, Stella, can you go and look? It's like,
Can you go?
Oh.
Anna. She's down there. It's all like.
Yeah, she's kind of like ruffled her feathers more.
Misty, and she's like shaking her feathers, and she's like not liking it. I'm like, if you go that way, you'll be out of the steam.
She's gone from being an owlet. She's gone from being an owlet to a moist owlet.
Yep, she's a moist owlet. No. I hate it.
We don't need you to do this session. We can do it on our own. It's fine. You can go.
Alrighty. So as you, as Stella kind of takes off, so she's got a 13. Going down the first bit of the, or down the one tunnel, she's not seeing anything out of the ordinary. Like there is a lot more like ice buildup on everything, including on the outside of the pipe, as all this moisture is kind of condensed on various objects, various surfaces. And the area does start to, with all the moisture in the air, it does cool down significantly. But going down the first tunnel, she's not seeing anything that's like jumping out as like, oh dear, there's a trap here. Roll me another perception check for her as she kind of backtracks and goes down the second path.
15. Actually, because it's
Roll again because
advantage.
she had advantage. Dirty 20.
20. Yeah.
So going down the second path, as she's just nearing like the edge of your sight and or the end of Stella vision range, she does pick up on like hearing some frostblins moving about. And with the dirty 20, she can just barely spot like the edge of her dark vision, the silhouettes of some frostblins moving about.
Okay, cool. I'll call her back.
Okay. And actually, roll me a stealth check for her quickly.
Her stealth is also 3.
Well,
Okay, Stella
She
is...
doesn't provoke opportunity attacks. But yeah, no, she's not doing well.
Stella's just not in a good mood. She's wet. She's cranky. You woke her up early.
as long as it's Stella rolling the ones, not Theo when
I can dismiss her and call her back.
As she turns to start flying back, what is her AC?
Her armor class is 11.
11.
She only has one hit point, so if she gets whacked, she's done. She poofs, and I come back to myself suddenly.
So as she turns to like start racing back towards, you suddenly feel that brief sharp pain as an arrow would have pierced her body, and Stella vision's ended.
Oof. Okay, I'm gonna stagger, and I'm gonna go just turn and be like, there are frostlings in the second path, and they just took out Stella.
How long does it take you to resummon Stella?
I have to do the whole find familiar ritual again, so she's gone for the rest of the day until tonight, basically, till I can do that again.
Okay, that's a 8 hour.
She's back in the she's back in the celestial plane now.
Okay. And if she hadn't rolled that nat one on the stealth check.
Yeah, she rolled in that one.
Yep, it is what it is.
She's in her celestial form now on the celestial plane.
Yep,
Probably
she's back to being a
bitching at
snake.
Yeah, probably bitching about me to all her celestial friends.
Question.
Son of a
Yes.
bitch!
How icy is that path, more or less?
Fairly.
Cool. Kate's gonna pull out his bag of ball bearings. He's gonna be like, so these are gonna be on the ground here shortly. everyone be aware that there are ball bearings on the ground in this path.
All I'm hearing is we should definitely not be mining today, and we should be prepared start getting prepared for a bloody fight.
Are we scrapping the plan then for a pit? What is?
Well, so she got about 100 feet away from me.
It's that's
about 100 feet away from you, and then about 60 feet beyond that, because I believe her dark vision is 60 feet.
Yeah, so about,
and she had just seen them just on the edge of that dark vision range, so they're currently about 160 feet away from you.
No, her dark vision is 120 feet.
Okay, well, due to curves in the panel, probably about 60 feet.
Yeah, so probably about 60 feet. Okay, yeah.
So about 160 feet away is currently where they are.
Okay, so I share that information that they're about 160 feet away from us. I don't know how safe that is. I wasn't able to determine their numbers. I just know that they're pretty close to the entrance right now.
And at least one archer.
Yeah, with at least one archer, which means they've come probably for a fight.
Cool. Kay's gonna be like, so I have a plan.
What's your plan?
It's not a great plan. It's a plan.
Down by now, right?
No, I'm gonna go down this way. About 80 feet or so. Scream. Drop 200 to 300 ball bearings on the ground. And one of our ever-burning torches. And I'm gonna come back to where you guys are here. So 1, we have a target. 2, when they inevitably charge, they'd fall on their asses with ball bearings. And then we could hurt them within range. Thoughts?
Basically the plan before the pit.
Yeah, that was the plan before the pit, yeah. Just save one so that we can question it.
I make no promises in combat. What happens in combat happens.
Yeah, we are down, right? Like, Zuging was taking the lift down.
Yeah, you're on the ground level of the mine.
Okay, just ensuring that. All right, well, I will shore up for a fight.
All right, and Kay's gonna walk his 80 feet down this hallway with an ever-burning torch. Because I'm assuming there's light where everybody else is at. Taking one of the ever-burning torches, putting it on the ground because it's just gonna burn, which is fine. Laying down my ball bearings before screaming, because Lord only knows what will happen if I lay them down after screaming. I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's go!
Slip.
Exactly. Don't want to do that. I've laid my ball bearings trap because I remembered I have a bag of 1,000 ball bearings, which is now 700 ball bearings.
Okay.
Because there are 300 ball bearings on the floor of this cave. Which is a lot of ball bearings for the record. This should be a very hard check. I don't know how DM's gonna check to see if they slip on the ball bearings or not. That's on you.
Yep, that's fine.
But there's a lot of them.
Okay, so just saying, you're heading...
And to be clear, the ever-burning torch is going to be enough so that we can see the ball bearing, or we know where the ball bearings are, but they're not. The ball bearings aren't like lit by the ever-burning torch.
Okay, I'm just gonna throw. Okay, there we go.
You have a map.
I've made a map.
Cool.
Okay. So this is the tunnel that you guys are currently in. Like, this is the route that goes down towards where the Frostwinds have been seen.
Okay.
Actually, what is our distance here right now?
Cool.
Yeah. So they are beyond the end of the tunnel.
Beyond the end of the curve. Cool.
Yeah.
So that means that.
So pick where you want to go to place your ball bearings.
My ball bearings should be ish, if if you can see that rectangle.
Okay.
if you can.
Yeah, I can see it. And
Cool.
I just want to double check with the ball bearings. Where is ball bearings big of 1,000?
A creature moving, so a square area that covers 10 feet on a side. So it's okay. It's not quite that. It's square. So it would be.
So that being said,
Yeah.
for the ball bearings, like looks like it'd be like the bag covers the 10-foot area.
So it's
There's also
not.
some
It is not all 1,000 though. If I recall correctly, it's some of them. Because I intentionally got more than a standard bag of ball bearings.
Yeah,
My quantity just happened to be 1,000. We can double check though.
Yeah, I'm just double checking here. That items, general goods. Yeah, so ball bearings come in a bag of 1,000.
All right, fine. I'll use them all. That's fine by me. I'll just have to buy more later. Cool. That's a DC 10 save, apparently. When a creature is walking across them.
Okay.
Or...
Alright, so we've got the... So that's where you're putting the ball bearings.
Yep.
And then, where are you dropping the torch?
I was figured the torch would be here-ish. I think, because this is a tunnel, that'll be the torch.
Okay.
Or so that, like, it lights up the tunnel for poor me to be able to see. Because I'm expecting, like, I know it goes a bit farther than this, but I just yeet the ball bearings down this space, and then I'm like, cool.
Okay.
We'll see where this goes.
Alright, so you've got the ball bearings that you've spread out over there. You've got the torch that you've dropped a bit further back, so it's not revealing the ball bearings on the floor. Is there anything else people want to do before having Kay scream?
Yeah, so I would have moved up here and gone invisible.
Okay.
So I will roll a surge.
You do not explode.
So do not explode. So what my plan is, assuming the Frostblins actually come to check out the torch and the noise and whatnot, is when they're in this area, I want to cast millipedes to try and entangle them.
Okay.
So that's why I'm moving up.
Okay, sounds good. Theo, is there anything that you were... Pardon?
Do we have anything that's flammable on us?
What do you need? What do you mean flammable?
As in I can set it on fire and possibly create probably even towards this narrow part of the tunnel. I can maybe cast...
ale.
Yeah, I can maybe cast Flame Sphere and maybe block them from, going back or, reinforcements coming.
I'll give you the bottle of ale.
Okay.
It should be flammable, assuming it tastes as the way it does.
Alcoholic.
Yeah, I'm gonna go there. Before I guess. Actually, yeah. If I could do that before Kay sets down his ball bearings, I would just like to put just a little spot. Like I think like right here is pretty good, where there's not a lot of room.
Right where?
Right here. I'd like to put some ale there so that I can cast
Fire spells
or flame sphere here, and it'll just kind of create a nice little You know,
Ball of
create a
fire.
nice little fire thing. It's not very big, but you know, it's only 5 feet tall. But they themselves are not big.
Okay. All right. So are you going up to place the oil or the ale, or are you sending Kay to do that when he dumps out the ball bearings?
Hey, do you want to pour the sail over there? Since you're much more stealthy than I am.
Why not? Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
So as you're going up and you're pouring out the sail and dumping your ball bearings and dropping your torch and getting ready, roll me a stealth check.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
You're much more stealthy than I am.
Also 12.
Okay.
It's not the best kind of stealthy, but I can also take a hit, so...
Yep. Alrighty. So you have placed out the ale, you've placed out the ball bearings, you've dropped your torch a bit further back. And actually, how... and the ever-burning torch is 20... Oh, yeah. You'll have sight in there easily enough. Alrighty. In that case, as... actually, Zugink is also going to go and drop a couple of bear traps.
I just dynamite this tunnel.
Zugink told the other miners that we're preparing for a fight.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh my god, can you imagine if they slip on the ball bearings and go right into the bear traps? I want it to happen.
So these two squares have bear traps in them.
This is gonna be great. I love it. This is gonna be chaos.
Alrighty. Now let's need to go to this layer and move things. Alrighty. So okay, you're gonna do this now that everyone's kind of all set up. You're going to scream.
Yeah. I was gonna be probably here-ish. And I'm gonna be like something like yodeling, because it's a cave. Echoes would be funny, and that's really what Kay wants to do here, is just like yodel down a cave. Just like just to essentially make enough noise to make our presence known.
Yeah.
Assuming that it echoes, which is a cave, it probably does.
It most certainly
Singing
echoes.
hi-ho.
No.
We dig, 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 and work the whole day through. We dig, 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 dig. That's what we like to do.
I am a dwarf and I'm digging a hole.
No.
Diggy, diggy, hole. Diggy, diggy, hole.
Too bad Sylvania isn't here to tell us about George the gnome.
Fred the gnome.
Fred the gnome.
Fred the gnome.
Fred the gnome. This one is perfect for Fred the gnome.
But
If Sylvania was here, if Sylvania was absolutely... You'd have started yodeling. Sylvania probably would have started singing about Fred the gnome.
Kay would have immediately pushed Sylvania towards the bear trap, you know, as is expected in this scenario.
Alrighty. Shortly after you start yodeling, you do hear a commotion further down the path. And
It's not the archers.
If it's the archers, I have a plan for them too.
so you see a couple of frostblins just reaching like the edge of your vision.
I don't like the way you draw their faces.
Pretty sweet.
Like this.
I don't like their red eyes and their teeth. I don't like them.
And these first couple of frostblins run forward. Are you taking pot shots at them before they reach the bearings, or are you staying where you are?
I'm definitely going to be taking shots down the hallway at them because I want them to be focused on me, not the ground.
Hand my bottle.
Okay.
Your shots.
Roll me... Actually, I guess everyone at that point, roll me initiative.
Ooh.
Which button is that?
This is going well, you guys.
I have forgotten. Where is the initiative button?
I have rolled 4 natural ones tonight.
To the right of your saving throws.
Well,
Assuming we're using the same thing.
yeah. I was blind. Could not see.
11. That's really...
All
Come
right.
on, Zuging!
Going last.
Well, you're missing the first turn is what you're doing.
I'm pretty much, yeah.
You're too busy. You're like, do I cast the fireball on the alcohol? Or do I not cast the fireball on the alcohol?
It's
Do
not a
I?
fireball, it's flame sphere. If it was fireball, we all be fucked.
You'd be fucked.
Let's be honest.
Hey, fine. Flame sphere. Do I cast it? Are there more coming? We don't know.
Alrighty. So as... so Anna, you see the frostwinds. You were already invisible, correct?
Yes.
And you were not breaking your invisibility until they hit the... Okay.
Correct.
How long does invisibility last? It's an hour?
Do an hour.
Or until you cast a...
Yeah, concentration spell.
Okay. So that puts... Oh yeah, Zugink would have also moved up. I am on the wrong layer. Punk. Yeah, Zugink would probably be in front of you. Zugink is going to stay put where they are for now. That puts us to...
As soon as she gets in front of Theo, Theo goes, "Oh, I missed you so much."
It's like old times.
So Kay's gonna pop right over to his torch because he knows they're there.
Yeah.
But he wants clean line of sight for this one.
Okay.
And then he is going to launch an arrow at them with the intent of using Hail of Thorns on it.
Okay. So take your shot.
Game why? No. That's why. It's a 23 hit.
A 23 does hit.
Okay, good. So damage for that is 9 to that boy. And then, obviously, gonna cast Hail of Thorns, which is 1d10 piercing damage within a 5 feet radius of wherever it is I attacked. So yeah, so I'm gonna roll my 1d10. For 5 damage. And then I'm going to roll 1d20, because I believe this counts as a spell. And we don't explode.
Okay. So the Hail of Thorns does damage that 5 damage to everyone within a 10-foot radius?
The target of the attack and each creature within 5 feet.
Within 5 feet, okay.
Well, oh wait, sorry. They must make a Dex saving throw.
Okay, what's the
Dex
DC?
12.
Okay.
And it's half damage if they succeed.
Okay. Alrighty. So they have taken damage.
Distracted. Be distracted.
Theo.
You're muted.
It's me next. But my initiative is 2.
I know.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna wait. I just drew a thing that I don't want. I'm gonna move here behind K, and I'm going to hold my action to cast Flame Sphere until they are past those purple squares.
What's the range on Flaming Sphere?
60 feet.
Nice.
That's 40.
Yeah. Alrighty. So the Frostblins, back at the top of the order. Okay, so the first couple Frostblins, he is going to try and run. So he has to make a Dexterity 10 saving throw, you said?
Yep.
For the ball bearings? So he's slit, and he's knocked prone, correct?
Double checking.
Okay.
Or fall prone. Yes, so he is now prone.
Nice.
Also, for reference, regardless, a creature moving through that area moves at, or if a creature is moving through that area at half speed,
They don't fall.
for whatever reason, they don't need to make the saving throw.
Yeah. He fell on his ass here. To which he is screaming, and it's frustrated. And the words that you can kind of make out coming from his mouth are words that your mother said if you ever used, you'd wash your mouth out with soap. So
Yeah, I'm like, loving it.
He is going to get back up, so that expends half his movement speed. Actually, so he gets back up. And he is going to take a spear, and he is going to try and throw it at Kay. That is... That to hit. That is definitely a miss. So
You're aiming for 14, by the way.
yeah, he doesn't even get close. So throws the javelin, and it just like stabs into the ground like here. And that is his turn. The second Frostwind behind him is also going to run forward and has to make saving throws. He succeeds on both his saving throws. What is the saving throw on a bear trap? Hunting trap, there we are. A DC 13 saving throw for a bear trap. Manages to succeed on that. That was 5, 10, 15, 20. It's gonna get to here.
Wouldn't my held action gone off before he moves past?
Oh, you were using your held like as soon as any of them stepped into ball bearings?
Well, I mean, when they're both there, that seems like the time to do it.
Fair. Yeah, I can move him back to that point. And... I'm on the wrong layer, that's why I can't select him.
Once Anna does her thing, I think Theo would probably cast Flame Spear since they're both past.
So the
And actually,
way
roll me a quick perception check, both of you as well.
Ooh. Oh, crit fail.
19!
Anna, these are all the goblins that there are. Theo, you can hear more.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm definitely casting Flame Sphere.
Why would you? This is a dumb question. Why would you cast Flame Sphere when the rest of them haven't shown up yet?
Because the goal is not to kill them all right now. The goal is to get information.
Right. Kate just wants to commit murder.
I know. Kay wakes up and he chooses violence.
To be clear, I didn't choose violence.
Violence chose you.
Exactly.
Yeah. So yeah, Theo will cast Flame Sphere.
Okay.
He'll
Roll me a
put it-
surge
he'll-
to see if you all explode.
We don't explode, thank
Whoa.
God. I was actually scared. And then he's gonna put it. He's gonna put it right here. Right there. That's where it belongs now. So this square right now is on fire.
Okay. Sounds good. Yeah.
I can't make a filled-in red square right now. Damn, I can't make a red square.
Yeah, for whatever reason, they only let you put purple if you're drawing shapes.
I don't.
That's
That's
dumb.
okay.
Either way, big purple square or big purple circle is our fire.
Yay.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Your spell is a little bit oblong shaped. It's fine.
See?
Okay, there's now fire there. Anna, roll me a surge for your entangle, or for your millipedes.
Yay. Millipedes, entangle. It's an 8. Another
Okay,
8.
so we do not explode.
So the ground is considered difficult terrain, which I'm sure it already was.
Yep.
Creatures must succeed a DC 14 strength saving throw or be restrained by the millipedes until the spell ends.
Okay. And how big is the millipedes zone?
It's a 20-foot square.
Okay. So basically, anything that enters this area is now millipeded.
All impediment.
We put ball bearings, we put bear traps, we put millipedes, we put fire.
Yeah.
These goblins are having a good time.
It's like if they thought they were going to have a leisurely stroll through this, they were wrong. The only thing we're missing now is spike growth. Okay. So...
Yeah, but I mean, if I do that, they're gonna die.
Alright, so we've got the... We've got that. So they need to make a strength saving throw, Mel?
Correct.
Okay, let me grab... What is their... Okay. And they have to beat a what?
14.
14?
Or meet it, I guess.
Oh, okay. And do they have to make that strength throw every time they move, or is it only in the first time that can restrain them?
So I think just the first time they're restrained. And then if they are restrained, they can spend an action to try and break free.
Okay. So this... Yeah, if I was actually back on the right tool. This goblin here is currently restrained. The other one is not. Stitches, those are not food.
But they could be. But Dad, they could be.
They could be, but no, because I'm pretty sure that Stitches would just choke on my D20.
Yep.
Okay, so over there. So yeah, the one is restrained, the other is not.
Splendid.
That being said, his movement speed gets slowed by 5 as he goes forward. So he is now here, but he had made the saving throw on the bear trap. So now he's going to try and throw a Spirit K. Or Javelin at K. That beats your AC. That was a 15 on the die. So I need... Ooh, max damage. You take 8 piercing damage as a javelin kind of tries to start trying to turn you into a pincushion.
Ouch.
And where is that layer? And you can hear more frostblins running in behind that are stopped by the fire initially as they see it kind of like drop into existence. Once again, back to the layer. And as they see it kind of drop in, they're going to kind of back off from it a bit. That puts us to Annah.
To me?
To you.
Sweet. Reminder that I won't be invisible at this point.
Yep. Oh, yep. So we can take that off of you. Boink.
And I guess I will leave this up to your discretion, DM. Just trying to find. Do you think I would have seen, or Annah would have seen, a mountain goat in her existence?
Yes, you have.
Okay,
Considering
cool.
that you lived in the Antrak Mountains, you would have absolutely seen a mountain goat.
So then I'd like to wild shape into a mountain goat
Okay.
to get over the millipedes and get to the frostblin that is currently down for the count.
Okay, what's the movement speed of a mountain goat?
Their speed is 40 feet,
Okay.
so nothing particularly excessive. So just gonna wild shape, taking 1 action. I don't have a token for it, but
I don't have a mountain goat token either. I was not anticipating mountain goat Anna.
It's
Yeah.
Goatna.
Goatna.
Because it seemed appropriate for mine, sort of. And yeah, I'm gonna book
This
it
thing kind of
over.
has horns. There, you're Goatna.
I was hoping that goats had the ability to like be cool on crazy terrain, but they don't. So, like they're sure-footed, which gives them like advantages on strength and dexterity saves, but not for terrain. So, I'm gonna run over. I want to jump over the bear trap and land here, but I don't know how. I don't know if that's be like cool by you.
Due to the fact that you know the bear trap is there, actually, you were here, so yeah, we just say that you take an extra, like you move slowly through this one square to get that extra, like you cost you 5 extra movement speed to go through that square, so you don't step on it, and get to where you are anyways. So you are now a mountain goat standing in bugs beside the frostblin.
Yeah, and then I guess on my next turn, I'm going to try and take him back, pick him up by the scruff, and take him back.
Okay. That puts us to Zugink, who is also intending on moving forward to here. And Zugink has reach, does she not?
I believe she does.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, fairly certain that... Oh, features and traits. Boy, that's where I should be looking. Long-lived, yes. Melee attack on your turn reaches 5 feet greater than normal. Actions, pole arm, which is what Zugink has, is also a reach weapon, which puts us at 15 feet of attack range. I think from there is where I can stab with, I guess technically I could move back one, but wants to put themselves between K and Goblin. Zugink is going to go and take a thrust and try and stab the Frostblin. That is a hit. That's an 18 on the die. I don't have a Zugink page on here, so where is my Zugink? Attack. Inventory. Where's polearm then? Why is that not equipped? All their stuff is unequipped. Oh, wait, because I don't own the sheet, so I can't edit anything here. Polearm. How much damage do you do? Campaign. Inventory. Weapons. Polearm. I thought I was be able to just poke the things on the page, but apparently it does not let me do that.
Damn it, D&D Beyond.
I know, right? How dare you not let me edit other people's page?
Yeah.
Why do I not even see polearm on here? Oh, because it's a glaive. That's
It's a glaive, yeah. 1d10 slashing.
1d10 slashing. Sweet.
Heavy reach.
So let's roll 1d10 plus Zugink's strength, which is +4.
Ooh. I forgot. She's a fighter.
Yup.
Beast.
So 6 damage out the gate on that. That puts that to that. And goddamn it. And then they have extra attacks. They get to do that again. So just roll an attack. That is a... That does not... The second swing does not land.
What did she roll?
She had a 12 on the die.
Okay.
And that puts... Those are both her attacks. Where is my character sheet? I really need to have more of these pages open. Okay, that'll be that. That puts us onto the next person, which is Kay.
Hi.
Hi.
There's a giant
Yellow
bug-
spare.
There's a giant bugbear in front of me.
There is a giant bugbear in front of you.
It's vaguely inconvenient.
It's not the first time I've had a giant bugbear in front of you.
Yeah, it's the first time in a while I've had a giant bugbear in front of me.
Yeah, Sylvania is slightly shorter. By like
Slightly.
a quarter of the
lot.
height.
Several feet.
By a lot. Alright, anyways. Kay's gonna scooch here. So he has line of sight of the one that's like hovering over that bear trap.
Yeah.
And I'm going to take, I believe, 2 shots of my arrows, my longbow, to try and fuck them up real bad, as Anna is trying to deal with the one that is dealt with. So I have a 23.
And
This
then
is my
double
first
nat
one, and my
ones.
second one is a crit fail.
Double
So,
nat
let's
ones. Okay, so the 23 does hit. So let's roll the damage for that.
It's a 9.
9, okay.
I mean, that's almost max damage, so I can't complain to that.
Yep.
And then I am vaguely concerned that I'm also about to shoot Zuging from behind.
Roll me a severity.
Right. I have to roll a 100, right?
Yep, roll 1d100. 40. It could be worse.
Not that much.
I mean, by 39 points.
Yep. So roll me a damage roll for your shot. 5. Okay, so you do graze Zugink's arm as you try and shoot past them. It doesn't do full damage, but Zugink does take a little bit of damage.
Not bad. Sorry, my finger slipped.
Yeah, Zugink just kind of like looks back at you. It's like, "Okay, I'm on your side."
I wasn't intentionally aiming at you. It did the thing where it fell off the string as I let go.
Then
so
shoot better.
I got used to a much smaller tank. I could shoot above her.
Alrighty. That puts us on to... Or do you have anything else going on in your turn, Kay?
No, you're
Okay.
good.
That goes to
Take it
Theo.
away.
Well, I see a teenager, a surly teenager, and a full-grown bugbear in front of me, and it's like, I can't, and a goat. There's not really much I can look past, so I'm just gonna use my bonus action to move my...
Also, that is now on fire.
To make that on fire, I can move it 10 feet, so I'm just gonna make it go, and move it back and forth. Just wag my finger at those. No, you can't get past.
Oh, so you just go bonk, bonk?
Yeah. And then, I'm not gonna move forward because I want to make sure Annah can come back.
Okay.
But I'm gonna hold an Eldritch Blast until I see this mofo.
Until you have a valid target.
But until I have a valid target, because I cannot. So I'm just gonna move that back and forth.
Anna once.
Oh,
go ahead.
That's my turn.
Okay, Anna, once again, you can hear beyond the fire more things that your mother's threatened to wash your mouth out with soap if she ever heard you say.
Gosh. Okay.
You made the mistake once, and that was the end of it.
Yeah, I couldn't feel my tongue for weeks after that. Use the spicy soap.
That was the first and the last time that ever happened.
Yeah, exactly. Well, so up to your discretion, DM.
Well, right now it's the Frostball's turn.
Never mind. Okay. I'm all excited.
So the Frostball who is restrained is going to use a strength turn to try and break free. What is the DC?
14.
Sorry, what was that?
14.
14. They do manage to break free of the restraint, but that is their action. And they're going to look at you very angrily. Also very hungrily, on account of the fact that there is now a goat being presented to them.
Seems about right.
And they are going to yell at their the Frostbloom beside them of more meat. The Frostbloom here, let's roll an intelligence check. He's going to stay where he is, as he has not stepped on the bear trap, and he is going to take a swing at you. Because he is pulling out his sword. And by sword, I mean rusty, sharp chunk of metal.
That sounds right.
What is the AC of a mountain goat?
Oh, yeah, I'm looking at my AC. Oh, it's 11.
11. How much health does a mountain goat have?
19.
19? Okay.
Could be worse.
It definitely could be worse. There we go. So you take 6 slashing damage
Alright.
and 2 cold damage.
Let's see. Alright. Cool. Ouch.
And that is that Frostblind's turn. That puts us to you, Anna.
The other blins?
They are currently swearing at the fire that is blocking their path.
Oh, I thought maybe one of them would like try and kamikaze through. They're not that dumb.
They pass their intelligence check of, is this going to hurt more than it's worth it?
So the goat is considered a large beast. I want to try and grapple in a way where I can get this guy by the scruff and like hold him to me as a goat. So I don't know if you'd allow like a grapple check kind of thing to be done.
Yeah, you can try and grapple him.
Okay.
Yeah, so roll me a strength check. And then they get strength or dex. Doesn't matter. And do you advantage because you're considered a large creature?
I don't think you get advantage for being a large creature. Yeah, I don't think so. But would it be my strength or the goat's strength?
Goat strength.
Yes,
Because you're currently a goat.
Woohoo! Because my strength is pitiful. So I get +3 as a goat. Oh, that's only a 6. Oh, bad goat.
Get your bad rolls out now.
Oh, no.
Oh, there's only 2 of them.
This went so much better in my head.
Okay, so you are able to grapple a creature up to 1 size larger than you, but you don't get advantage for being bigger than they are. Okay. So you got a 6?
Yeah.
So did they.
So
there is currently no grapple.
okay. I'm
Um,
gonna flop an annoyance.
does Goat have any other actions? Does Goat not have any other actions?
Goats, they do not get extra actions. So,
Okay.
no.
Alrighty, that puts us on to Zugink, who is going to stay where they are and attempt to take another swing at this Frostblin. So let's just go roll. Ooh, Zugink rolled in that one.
What's with all these ones? I swear,
Oh,
it's
no.
like Roll20 saves them up. They save them, and then suddenly it's like, tonight, you.
The night.
See, the way I figure it is Roll20 is just like, you know what? It's Thanksgiving. So everyone should be thankful that they're never going to roll this many nat ones in a single game again.
Goddamn.
But is Roll20 Canadian?
I don't know. I don't think so.
Exactly.
So it's just America spitefully like, yeah, Canadians be thankful. Be
Oh,
thankful for all the nat ones we're giving you.
Thanksgiving early.
I don't think it's be thankful. It's Canadians. Your holiday is wrong. Please subscribe to the one in November.
No, I want my turkey early.
But Zugink rolled a
Equidistant.
90, so they fumble a bit, but they don't actually injure anyone around them. So, okay, you did not take a inadvertent glaive to the foot. But they're going to make their second attack, which is a 9, which is not going to hit. So that puts us on 2K.
All right. Well, second turn. Same as
Shoot
the
'em.
first.
Second burst, same as the first. Now put me on a plane so I can put him in a hearse.
So 15 and 18.
15 does not hit, 18 does.
All right.
I see.
Yeah, that's
Well,
AC.
3 damage. So depressing.
Okay. So you've dealt 3 damage. That puts us on to Theo.
Can if I stand here, do I have line of sight to this asshole?
No.
No?
Well, not,
right
not direct
here.
line of sight. You can try and shoot past from there. Yeah, you'd have line of sight from there because you're barely passing through the square. So you'd have clear line of sight there.
Well, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on that guy. So he's got to make a Dex,
Dex saving throw?
13 save. Yeah, and then.
Well, that was a 2 on the dice, so he failed.
Woo! So he takes 2
Oh god, it's so hard to click on
D6
these
damage.
things.
Or no, 2d8. So he takes 9 damage.
Oh, another. That 8's good though.
Okay. So he takes 9 damage from that Sacred Flame, and it's the next attack or all attacks in the next round.
No, see, that's guy. That's
Oh, that's Guiding Light. That's right.
That's Guiding Light. Yeah, Sacred Flame is just
Dex save and take damage.
cantrip.
Okay.
Yeah, Dex. You fail Dex, you take damage.
Okay. Okay,
Because
so
I don't want to try firing Eldritch Blast in here.
that's fair.
At least not based on our current streak today.
Yeah. Yeah, considering all the nat ones we've had, at least I haven't been casting a whole bunch of spells and nat oneing on those. So that puts us to the Frostblin's turn. Let's see. Okay. Okay, so this one here is still focused on Annah and is hungry for goat meat. They're going to swing at you with their sword. You said goat has 11 AC?
Correct.
Okay, that is another hit. You take 8 slashing damage and 3 cold damage.
The goat disappears.
You're suddenly a Verdan again.
Bah.
Bad luck. You are no longer goat now. The second goblin is going to try and run this way, which means he has to make another Dex saving throw because he rolled that 1 on his intelligence check. And he is stuck in a bear trap. It's like, he figured that, oh, this person over here seems squishy, and they just hurt me. I'm gonna go deal with them.
Oh no, my leg.
He saw the elf and he
Bear
went,
trap.
that one. I want to eat that one.
The weird magic flingy ones.
Yep.
But yeah, it is
I
now
always
stuck
wanna
in a bear
eat
trap.
elf. Sorry, that was bad. That was a bad joke.
Sorry, what did you say?
Don't worry about it.
What did you say?
No, after. I'll tell you after. It's a bad joke.
But they are now stuck in a bear trap. Does that end their turn or just end their movement? Bear trap. Where is my traps? Inventory.
End your turn because you're in a little bit of pain. Don't they take damage?
Yeah, they take
a little bit.
1d4 piercing damage. Which ones? I need one of these. They take 1 point of damage. And does that end their turn?
I think it would.
It does not end their turn, but it stops their movement. They have to use an action to break free. Which he is going to attempt. And fail. That puts us to Annah.
I'm gonna shout, Zugink, grab him and let's go! I'm pointing at the bear trap one. And I'm gonna tackle him to the ground, trying to push him like this way. So I'm just gonna lunge at him.
You're lunging at the one in the bear trap?
Yes. Essentially grappling him. So I'm gonna make a grapple check, understanding that this is provoking an attack of opportunity. Well, to try and move.
First, roll me the grapple to see if you even succeed.
Yeah, which, you know. Oh!
19 on little Anna. They rolled a 1, so they failed. You've got him in like a full Nelson.
Yes! This never happens. Strength is so bad. Yeah, okay. So then, now that he's grappled, I guess what I want to try and do is tug him this way. So I'm going to try and leave with him.
Okay, let me just pull up the grappling rolls again. D&D grapple. Where was that? That was down here.
I selected my
Grappling. Moving a grapple creature. When moving and drag carry a grapple creature with you, your speed is halved unless the creature is 2 or more sizes smaller than you. It is not. So you have half movement speed.
When my movement speed, I'm pretty sure, is 30 regularly. So it'd be just 15.
Yeah.
So I could get, essentially here, I guess, because this isn't.
Yeah, because you're still also in whatchamacallit terrain, difficult terrain.
Correct.
Okay,
and while trying to move with him,
you've got him, and you've like kind of moseyed around him and are trying to drag him back. You do take an attack of opportunity from the other Frostblend as you get out of range. He misses.
Yay!
Don't worry, it's not just D&D Beyond that is hitting us for once. Although he rolled a 2, but still, goddamn the rolls today. Okay. That puts us to Zugink.
Please don't kill him.
Who is going to step to here and try and thrust the glaive forward over the difficult terrain area and try and stab the other Frostblend. Where is... Roll 1d20 plus 4. 17 meets it, beats it. And so that was... Roll 1d10 plus 4. 10 points additional damage. And then extra attacks. He's going to take the second swing. Of a nat 20.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, boy.
Oh, shit.
2d... Alright.
Let her smash.
Yeah, let her smash.
I guess it's a glaive. You don't really smash with that.
So... 24 points of damage.
What?
Ow. Yeah, because it's
doubled.
That doubled. So 24.
Or I guess technically it's 16, 20 damage because the plus 4 doesn't get doubled.
Oh yeah, no. Yeah.
So it's 16 versus the dice and then plus additional 4, so 20 points of additional damage.
Ouchies.
Zugink smash.
Zugink smash.
Yeah, Zugink just goes gets the good thrust on the glaive with the first one, kind of sweeps back, and then just takes the head off of the Frostblend. So they are dead. You have one Frostblend that is still alive.
Zugink, that's not what I had in mind! He's still struggling to pull him back.
We just need one anyway.
The Frostblends... they're still obstructed by your fire and have no intention to try to go over it. Okay. It's your turn.
Well done, Theo.
SK is like, I don't like this frostblend, and just puts an arrow in their face.
We have one Frostland left. That
No,
Anna's grappling.
We have 4. 3. There are 4 left. There are 3 that I care about.
But those guys are crossfire.
I know. I'm gonna ignore whatever the fuck's going on with Anna because I think she's invoking death, but I'm gonna move here. And I'm going to hold my action until someone is dumb enough to try and pass through that fire.
Okay.
Thing is dumb enough to pass through that fire. And my intention is to shoot them when they do.
Okay. That puts us to Theo.
Okay, so the goblin, the Frostland, is grappled by Anna, correct?
Is currently grappled by Anna and has their leg in a bear trap.
So I have a random crazy question.
Crazy answer.
I have chain attached to me. I have a lot of chain attached to me. If I run up to that goblin
And
and I put that chain, I grab a chain, I put it through his mouth, and I just start wrapping him up in my chain. Can I do that?
You know, for just giggles, yeah, we'll let you wrap him up in the chain. He's already grappled. If it was, if he was not grappled and you were just trying to do that, he'd have the ability to try and fight back and potentially throw you off kilter because you are attached to the chain.
Yeah, yes, I am.
But because he's currently grappled, I will say, yeah, we'll let you use your chain to bind him up.
Yeah, so I make sure there's some slack on it, but I grab it. I put it particularly around his teeth because those fuckers look sharp, and then I just start wrapping him, and then I will help Anna drag him back.
Actually, as you're trying to chain around his teeth, roll me a dex save.
Dex save?
Yeah.
16.
Okay, you avoid him as you're moving to try and chain around the teeth. He turns and tries to lash out and tries to bite you, but you manage to avoid the teeth.
You better hope you're not the one who bloody killed my owl. And then I'll help Anna drag him back into the tunnel.
Okay, and with that we will end combat unless the party is intent on trying to kill the frostblends beyond the fire.
It's intent on running to the elevator shaft and getting out.
Okay. Zugin kind of grabs the frostblend bound up in Theo's chains and is saying to move back. Theo, how long does your fire sphere last?
1 minute, so we gotta go.
Yeah, you gotta go.
So we have that was about how many rounds of combat? 3 or 4?
Yeah.
So we have about 20 seconds and that thing drops.
Okay.
All right. Well, if that's the case, because we're just going to be a real big deterrent, I'm gonna spike growth.
Okay.
If no one, as everyone is motioning to leave because Theo's panicking, I'm gonna drop a spike growth.
How big is spike growth?
A 20-foot radius off of a point. So I'm just going to assume that I'm going to aim it about here because I can cast it at 150 feet. So I'm just going to put it here, and it's just going to fuck things up as we run away. Because it will get to us otherwise.
Ball bearings and Anna's stuff are still there too.
I'm aware. I'm aware.
Yeah.
I
Space
know
in this
that,
entire tunnel is for the next little bit.
Just don't go down there.
Well, yeah. So the reason why is they can with the ball bearings they can still catch up to us. Right?
Yeah, they can.
They just have to take it slow. With spike growth,
They're also taking damage for every 5 feet as they move.
It's 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet they move.
Okay, so also roll me a surge to see if you just, fireball the party as you go to cast fire, or as you go to cast spike growth. $12. Do not. Alrighty. So suddenly all these spikes just shoot up from the ground, just littering the hallway as you guys are running. And like it starts in the one point and just starts spreading out, and so you're running as these spikes are just kind of pursuing after you. But the party does get back to the main connecting area, where the miners were kind of waiting, what are we doing? Because the Frostblins were so close.
You just have this angry goblin.
And you've got this. Zugin's got this angry goblin, just like flailing and squirming and like gargling because it has a mouthful of chain.
I'm like, try. You can't eat through that chain, buddy. We've tried.
Yeah, Sylvania has tried breaking through your chain. Tried like filing it down. But like as you're getting back to the elevator, like Zugin's like, "Get on the elevator. We're going right now." And
Yeah,
like everyone just kind of like thinking like there's this like giant army coming, and like everyone gets on the elevator. Zugin pulls the lever and starts going. And everyone can roll me a perception check as you're going up the elevator.
Watch it just be like, just the 3 and that's it.
18.
8. I'm trying to... The chain is still attached to me, so I'm...
Okay, so no one can hear what's going on down that hall as you're going up the elevator. You're hearing the clink, 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 clink as the winch is winding up.
Damn, I was hoping I could hear them scream or swear some more.
But you ascend the elevator, pissed off Frostblin in hand, and chain. And you get back up to the surface. You now have a Frostblin friend hostage.
Friend.
Can't believe we did it, guys.
I had complete faith in us.
Alrighty, and with that, we are going to take a quick break. And so we'll be back in about 10 minutes. Where is my buttons? Bump. Back to live. Theoretically. Say something.
Something.
Good stuff.
Nope, I can.
Audio is working. Woo! So we are back after the... Oh, Hannah has vanished from her chair. Hannah's back. Chasing grapes. We are back. The party had just kidnapped, abducted, befriended a Frostblin. Violence. They chose violence. And so they are currently ascend the elevator shaft. All the miners kind of in tow. Zugin holding on to a very angry and attempting to flail Frostblin wrapped up in Theo's chain. And as the party reaches the top of the elevator, and it continues to just like flail and wail about, Zugin kind of tells the miners to like relax for the day. The party's gonna try and figure out what they can about what's going on here and see if there's a way to deal with it.
Get the repair parts and stuff.
Yeah. And so they're also going and getting some people to get the stuff to properly repair the pipe that was damaged. And as the party is... where is the party taking the Frostblin?
To the inn.
Okay. You walk into the inn, and as you do, like, Frostblin under Zugin's arm, the party is like, what in the hell? Why are you bringing that in here? Just kind of looking at the party, looking at Zugin. It's like, what?
It's hungry, and if it gives us answers, it can eat. I'll pay.
Kay is
Keep
going
it
to
the
order.
Fuck away from me. And, like, the bartender just kind of, like, grabs his, like, he has, like, an axe under the counter. He kind of grabs that and is holding on to that. It's just, like, a in case measure.
Kay's going to order, like, a very large plate of food for him. and then he's just going to put it in front of the frost, like, assuming he gets it. Kay's going to sit near the frost blin and start eating.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not sharing. Not even offering. Not even going to let Anna take food from his plate.
I don't want to take food.
Kay's literally just gonna sit here and slowly look at this thing in the eyes, because this is, I believe, the one that succeeded at throwing a javelin into my gut.
That it is.
And I'm not super pleased with it. So I'm just gonna sit there, like, take a piece of chicken. I'm just gonna eat it, and then I'm gonna get it. So I'm going to eat this so finely, like I'm just gonna take the bone. I'm just gonna sensually lick the bone, and then be like, just toss it aside, just like very slowly, while the entire time making direct eye contact with this creature in chains, while Theo is like being like, "Wow, you're an ass," like off in the corner,
Yup.
but also trying not to do much because they're chains. And Zugink is probably giggling a little bit because Zugink would probably find this vaguely entertaining.
Zugink is definitely getting some entertainment out of this.
As Anna is going to question this creature.
So Zugink is currently standing behind the chair, like, has used some additional of Theo's chain to tie it to the chair, but then also is, like, holding it down on the seat.
Perfect.
Yeah. And so, Kay, if you're getting yourself a larger meal, right off of gold.
That's fine. I can do that.
I like to think that we took the farthest corner from the bar in respect to the barkeep.
Yeah.
And during the interrogation, like, and as Kay's eating, I'd want to be like, "Oh yeah, does that look good? Oh, look at that chicken, so greasy." Like really trying to lay that on as well, like how good Kay's food looks.
Okay.
Knowing that Kay isn't speaking to the Frostblin. I guess the first thing I'm going to ask it, though, is, so what's your name?
And just kind of like, it looks at the food, looks back at you, and just scowls.
All right, I will call you Grim.
And it just continues to scowl.
And speaking in my broken Frost Goblin, or Frostblin, rather, I'm going to tell him, if you answer my questions, you get twice the meal he ate.
As I'm sitting there, just smiling, slowly eating, like arduously slow. Like, this isn't a meal about me, like, solving my hunger problem from the day. This is a meal, like, it's when you go to a restaurant, you eat your fill, and then you eat more just because you can.
A tree of, like, grapes.
This is a very gluttonous meal. Like, Kay is not a glutton at all. He eats until he's full and he stops. This is one of those moments where he's just going to slowly
Keep eating
until that plate is empty. Well, or until the Frost Goblin gets his food. But, like, you know.
Yeah, it's like when you go to a buffet and it's just like, I filled my plate and I consumed it all. And I'm full. But I'm filling my plate again because the food was just that damn good. Every time I go to a buffet. I want to go to a buffet again. They're just so good.
It's been years since I've been to one of those.
I know, right? So, like, the Frostman's currently just scowling at the two of you, and well, it's also scowling as much as it can with a mouthful of chain.
You might need to take the chain out of its mouth if you want it to talk, by the way.
Yeah, I forgot they gagged it, sort of. Alright, well...
There's like 4 wraps of chains around its mouth just so they can't bite anyone.
Can I carefully try and tug the chains enough that it loosens down its chin so it can speak?
Roll me a dex save as you're doing this.
Yes, expected. It's a 19.
Okay, it automatically fails to try and bite you. You can't get the high wood is bound.
Perfect.
Yeah, it tries to bite you and just immediately just like grabs the head, just kind of pulls it back. It's like,
you, Zugink. So, hello, Grim. My name is Anna. It's really nice to meet you. I hope we can be friends in all of this.
It starts spouting in Goblin, and once again, if your mother had heard the things coming from its mouth, then it would no longer have a tongue. It would have just been ground off. She would have used the rough soap.
Oh, not the sandpaper. The gritty soap. Look, I don't want to keep you from your friends. I just need some answers. And you get drink, you get a full belly, we send you on your way, you have my word. But we need answers.
Roll me persuade. Or actually,
I'm not intimidating it, so I guess persuasion.
roll me a persuasion check.
Okay, I get advantage on those.
You do?
I think I do. Features and traits. Persuasion. Oh no, you have proficiency in the persuasion skill. I am full of lies.
Yeah, you have advantage on wisdom and charisma saving throws, but not persuasion.
Who earns? All right. Well, so it's only a
Plus
17.
17? Okay. It kind of like... Actually, yeah. It's going to, like, kind of like stare at you, like, very cautiously, kind of look over to the food, kind of look back at you. It tries to tilt its head back up, and then Zugi just kind of puts their hand against the back of its head and kind of tips it back forward.
I beat it though.
Fine!
So, Grim, can I call you Grim, or do you have a preferred name?
Churks!
Churks.
Churks. Churx.
Churx. Love it. Churks. Do I know if that means anything?
It does
Goblin?
not.
Damn, okay. All right, Churks. So, just to prove that, good things will be coming, I'm going to hail one of the bar staff and order the same platter as Kay.
Okay.
Just to get that ball rolling.
Okay, the bartender kind of like nods kind of cautiously, as he's back, he's backing up out of the front area into the back to get the food, as opposed to like turning around. Just like not turning his back on this frostblin.
I'm going to assume because the barkeep doesn't want to be near us. Like how I imagined as I got the plate from the bar and I walked it over.
Yeah.
Once the plates are ready, Kay is going to walk over with his probably mostly empty dish at this point, and walk back over with the food.
Okay.
So that the barkeep doesn't need to be involved.
Okay. Also, Anna will be a gold for you as well.
Thank you.
Okay, so the bartender's gone back to get that order put in, get that started up.
So, your group down in the mines, you showed up 3 months ago?
We showed up.
How did you show up?
We were told.
Who told you to go to the mines here?
The
Seems
Queen.
like quite the inconvenience. The Queen? Did you speak to her yourself?
No. Not allowed to speak to Queen. Stitches, that dice is not for you.
Oh, Stitches.
Stitches like, I want to play that dice though. I can eat that. It's like, no.
Surely the Queen addresses her people.
Only one's in charge.
So who was the one in charge that spoke to you?
Brooks.
Brooks.
Broox.
Broox. Thank you. Brooks. And why did Brooks and the Queen want you to be in the mines? What business do you have?
We just told to guard bodies.
You're told to guard the bodies. Do you know why?
No, Queen doesn't give us that.
Is the Queen in the mine?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Never seen Queen.
Yeah, the female Frostblends. Big, tough, formidable. Surely your Queen is one of those.
I don't know. Never seen Queen.
What a unhelpful little...
That's the one you picked to kidnap. Just
Well-
any old mook.
Well, I didn't think we were gonna kidnap the Queen. So what do you know about the ice? The bodies in the ice that you're guarding? Anything?
They don't move. We're not allowed to eat.
Are you protecting them from the miners then? That's your goal?
Protect him from any.
Any.
Miner's just food.
You know, miners aren't very tasty.
I disagree.
No, what's tasty is this lamb rib over here. I point to the food that Kay has brought back. Is it tasty, Kay?
I could go for another plate.
Yeah, dig in, buddy. It's on me.
Hey, just takes the least meat-like thing. Probably starts with the vegetables, just because I doubt the Frostblend's gonna like the vegetables, and just gonna start picking at the plate slowly.
Do you like being here in the mine?
Not enough food.
It seems like there's not a lot of food, realistically. The miners fight you, they work in groups.
Miner's weak.
We're not weak. The miners have us.
They didn't. You're new. Outsider.
Yeah. So what would it take to get you guys to go back where you came from?
Can't leave unless Queen order.
So the Queen, she must be around if she's talking through Brooks. Brooks? Damn it, Brooks. Brooks.
Don't know. Haven't seen Queen.
But Brooks, he goes away to another room to speak with the Queen, or he leaves the mine. How does that work?
Queen speaks to Brooks.
Telepathically?
Don't know.
Pity. I thought I'd get more out of you, considering I offered up all this food.
I told what I know.
Insight.
Roll me an insight check.
Yeah, 15. Is he withholding anything? Is he actually just telling me what he knows?
He is, as far as you can tell, he has not lied.
Son of a gun. Damn. Theo just wanted to know who the Queen was. What were Theo's other questions?
Why they're here.
Yeah.
Stuff like that.
Yeah. All right. Well. And Kay doesn't want to talk. He just wants to eat, right?
I mean, Kay's not gonna have any form of intellectual intrigue into this.
Okay. That's too bad. I'm gonna pick up, I assume, like a piece of chicken. And I'm just gonna, like, grab a piece of it and, like, put it by his lips or his mouth there. I don't know if he's got lips.
You just, and just like chomp it.
Okay, I'm gonna try and pull my hand back.
Yep.
I didn't get everything I thought I would get out of you. I'm not ready to let you go yet. You won't be harmed, but you are going to be restrained in my living quarters.
Lie.
I just didn't quite hold up my end of the bargain yet. It's not a lie. Conditions have not been met.
You lie.
It's one way of looking at it. I'm not going to harm you. Unless you give me a reason to. But you won't do that. We're friends. We are friends, right?
No.
Oh. I'll give it time. I think I'm gonna try and tie him up with my rope so Theo will no longer be indisposed.
Okay.
So if we can do like a tie swap.
Yeah, you take a little bit of time to like actively like change the rope around, tying him up with the rope and releasing the chain. Yeah, that's it takes a little bit of time, but you get it done.
Figured. Tell me, friend, where did you live? Were you up in the mountains? Before you came here?
Yes, further north.
Further north. Did all of you come down?
Whole
to
clan.
The mines? Whole clan. So you're home. There's no one currently there.
We don't have home. We move. Move, eat. Find new home. Move, eat.
Kind of like wandering nomads.
Pretty much.
Oh,
They follow the food source.
that is not as helpful as I thought it would be. Darn. So this guy doesn't care about going back to a home.
Nope.
This is falling apart. Whatever. If I took you for a walk later, could you tell me how you guys, or show me where you got into the mine, so I would know where to release you?
I get in trouble.
How would you get in trouble? We'd make it look like you escaped. Surely you couldn't go back through the mine shaft. It's clearly guarded, it's in town. It makes sense that you would have to go through the back. A way we wouldn't know about.
Queen is smart.
How do you know the queen is smart? You've never met her.
Goblins did dumb things. Queen found out. Goblins gone.
Do you think the queen found out because someone tattled on them?
I don't know.
Well, I won't tattle on you.
Roll me a persuasion check.
21.
Maybe. He's like very much just like grumbling to himself about the fact that he's even in this predicament.
Yeah, figured as much. I know Theo's not gonna like it, but I am gonna take like another stab at chicken and offer it to him with a fork, so my fingers are clear.
Once again, as soon as it gets near, just bites it.
So hungry! What a terrible way to live. You must all be starving.
Yeah, Queen give us food, but never enough.
Never enough. Yeah, there must be so many of you down there. A clan is like, what, 15 of you? 20 maybe?
Kind of looks down to where his hands are tied and looks back up at you. This many.
Oh, God. No! Do you think it's strange that you go where the food is, but now you have to guard these bodies where there's no food?
Queen give food, but never enough.
And you don't question that, why you're guarding these bodies here?
Queen says so. Queen is strongest.
Has she been your queen for long?
No.
When did she become your queen?
And he's trying to think in terms of time. While.
A month? 2 months?
Before we came here.
Okay. Who ruled you before the queen?
Brooks.
Ooh. And why does Brooks rule you no longer?
Queen is stronger.
Oh.
Follow strongest. Strongest survive.
They certainly do. Well, yeah. I offered you this platter of food. So, dig in, buddy. And I'm gonna pull it closer, and I'm gonna just slowly feed him so he doesn't get a tummy ache.
How considerate.
Yeah. Because I feel like he'd inhale it like the...
Oh yeah, it's like if you had just like pushed it over in front of him, he'd have just been face down.
Yeah, and I don't think the tavern keeper would like that.
It's like, why are there teeth marks in my tables?
This poses so many questions, and I'm sure Jamie would be like, oh my god, think of this, think of this. Alas. I do have some thoughts about the queen, though. And we're not gonna get rid of him yet. I'm gonna keep him in my... Oh, where can I stay? I don't think... How does Zugink feel about having me watch over him at Zugink's place? Or were we staying in the tavern? I can't recall.
You had taken a space in the tavern.
Right.
That's where you guys rented rooms for the time being.
Right.
Zugink is like kind of thing. It's like we could put him in one of the storage sheds. Like I'm pretty sure we can empty one of them out and just lock him in there. It should be secure.
I'll watch over him.
Okay, that's up to you.
Yeah, thanks, Zugink. I feel like there's more to get out of him, but just gotta warm him up to us first. And when we're ready to release him, we can find the back entrance. Okay, well, then I will, leave the interrogation at there.
Okay.
Theo can ask some questions if he's got any thoughts later.
Okay. And then, so you've got the frostbone tied up. Like Zugink is gonna go and empty out one of these storage sheds. They can lock the frostbone in there. Is there anything else that the party is wanting to do or say there? I'm harassing. And it's trying to stop him sending this poor frostbone. Zilvern's also like, ask how you can identify Brooks.
I mean, it's a very good question, Anna. Why don't you ask?
Oh man, hey, what does Brooks look like? And if you say the strongest, I swear to God.
Brooks is the strongest. Brooks, she's big. She carries around fancy stick.
Stick.
And she's big.
Bigger than you?
Yeah. Females are usually bigger.
I look up at Zugink. Like, they certainly are. Oh no, Zugink had left. Damn.
Yep, Zugink is already gone.
Okay. Yeah, I'm all interrogated out. There's nothing else I need from him at this moment.
Okay.
Sure.
Then befriend Brooks. Befriend.
Befriend. Brooks, are you actually still the queen? Is it all a ruse? Who beat you? You're the strongest. Yeah.
Trying to capture Brooks would be a fun fight.
Hooray! We're not capturing Brooks, everyone.
So is the are you taking Chirks to the storage shed then, or
Yeah, I think when it's available and ready, tie him up, leave him with some blankets so he stays warm. With
Okay.
promises to visit him real soon with some more food.
okay? So you take Chirks and bring him over to the storage shed, have him set him in there all tied up, and Zugin kind of locks has a heavier lock, puts that on the front gate or front door to it, and then has something barricaded in front of the door, like a couple crates, just to prevent it from pushing out.
Perfect. And it is still bound, I want to mention.
Yeah, Chirks is still bound up.
Perfect. Do you... Oh, yeah, they would know that we took someone. The body isn't there. Damn. Well, it'd be interesting to see how the other goblins are reacting to one of their own being taken when we go into the mines next.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, it's still midday or whatever, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's fairly early on in the day right now.
Is the mine shaft, is it too deep down to be able to hear if they're going absolutely buck wild, destroying more stuff?
Yeah, it's you're looking at it was like a 10-15 minute trip down.
Okay, that's right. Oh man, I hope they're not totally annihilating the mine shaft. If Zuging was up to it, I'd be willing to go pop down there with her because we can stop the descent at any time to keep us safe. Just to see if they've come out and are causing more trouble out in the opening area there, but...
You could just send Kay down.
Kay's already used his amulet of fog today.
That's true.
They can join us, but yeah, there's not too... I mean, at this point, I guess we're not going to get too much left of him other than what Theo and maybe Syl have to think to ask, but we can try and prepare for an attack through the back, a giant sleeping gas. I don't know what our attack options are. Just put everyone to sleep. I don't know why they're protecting the bodies, so clearly they're there for an important reason. Other than, I don't know, something cool and shiny. It seems more ominous.
Yeah, the fact that the queen has ordered them to be there, as opposed to them just choosing to be there of their own volition.
So I wonder if someone is forcing the queen's hand, but...
Or who the queen even is.
Or the queen
dun,
even
dun,
is.
Dun, dun.
Not a white dragon.
Let it go. Let it go.
If it's named Elsa, I'm going to be so mad.
Rename Queen to Elsa.
No. Yeah. I was hoping he'd be way more forthcoming, but he doesn't seem to know all that much.
You did abduct a peon, so...
Yeah, but sometimes peons know stuff. Sometimes peons are like, well, I did hear so-and-so fighting with so-and-so, and, like they do in CSI and stuff. Just get all this weird, obscure information to solve the mystery.
Alrighty.
So I don't know if our next option is to attack. I'm not sure what the party consensus will be.
Yeah. Well, that being said, you have Chirks until either he finds a way to escape or you release him or something of the sort. So party can figure out what they want to do there.
Stab him in the back, in the nape of the neck with the short sword as soon as he shows us the exit to the tent, or the entrance to
To the
Back
mine.
entrance to
The
the cave.
mine.
Kay woke up and chose violence.
Your friend.
He's not my friend.
Could
And
be.
the last time I tried to make a friend out of someone, no, the rest of the party said no. Let them be free to become a kobold warlord that we're gonna fight at some point in the future. So you know what? Screw all of you and your I want to make a friend notion now. I wanted to have Kevin. You can't have whatever this guy's name is.
Can you be fair? Kevin got away because the other kobolds freed him.
Yeah, because Theo fucking refused to keep watch.
Plays Theo.
So you know what? It's not my fault that this creature is going to get a sword immediately through its spine upon giving us actually useful information.
Well, I guess we let it free tomorrow and see where it takes us. Next day.
Alright. Is there anything else the parties wanting to do then?
No.
No, I'm full. I'm probably Kay's probably gone off to bed.
It's in the middle of the afternoon, but okay.
Happy. I don't care. Kay's
Food coma.
He's gonna go take a nap then. Is that better?
Kate just goes and food comas in the corner.
Yeah, I have a bed. I know how to use it. It's fine.
Alrighty, in that case, we'll call it there for tonight. We'll be back in a couple of weeks to continue on with this. We'll see if Theo had any additional questions they wanted to interrogate the Frostblin. And then we will continue on seeing whereabouts this leads us. Thank you everybody for joining in for another session, and thank you to anyone who had tuned in.
Bye, friends.
In before the Queen is Anna's older sister, Elsa. Yeah, the mustard gas is definitely sleeping gas. Whatever helps you sleep at night, Anna.
Quiet peanut gallery.
Yeah, I mean, if Anna has a older sister that's like twice removed, or that she's forgotten about, that's now named Elsa, that would be hilarious.
No. There is no Elsa Mayborn.
Well, how do you know it's not a half sister?
You don't know what your
Good
father
point.
got up to.
How much of your character's family tree do you know? Do you know all of its history?
Could be
Alright.
a sister-in-law. Anyways.
We'll be back in a couple of weeks to continue this one. We're back next week for a continuation of Mel's campaign, where we are on a train solving a murder mystery.
Oh, damn.
A train that's full of people named after serial killers. Or other various murdery type people.
Jigsaw, Kruger, Bates, Voorhees.
Yeah. And then the two lovely old ladies who we keep traumatizing with train destruction train accident facts.
You have wrecked their trip.
Monsters. What did
They
you do
are.
to the two old ladies?
Every time we're in
One of
earshot, we tend to make comments about various train catastrophes.
One of which is Agatha Christie, for sake of keeping track. This is how she wrote her notes. This is how she got their information for her novel.
Exactly.
Alrighty, we'll be back. Have a great night, everyone. Don't party too hard, and we'll see you all back again.
Bye.